Welcome back to another episode of the MRP Easy Manufacturing Podcast. Today, we're talking about lean inventory management. We'll explore its core principles, its benefits, and how to implement a lean setup. So let's start with the basics. What is lean inventory management? Lean inventory management is a systematic approach to inventory planning that aims to maximize inventory efficiency, mainly by minimizing waste, speeding up turnover, and implementing continuous improvement initiatives. Lean inventory management is part of the larger lean manufacturing methodology. That methodology adopts several key ideas, including the five lean principles: value, value stream, flow, pull, and perfection. Other aspects of the lean methodology include the seven wastes of lean and the 5S framework. Lean thinking has its roots in the Toyota Production System, or TPS, developed in the mid-20th century. TPS was originally conceived to streamline car manufacturing and introduced concepts such as just-in-time production, continuous improvement, also known as Kaizen, and systematic waste elimination. These ideas laid the foundation for the broader lean methodology, which has since expanded beyond the automotive industry into general manufacturing, the services sector, and even software development. Now, you might be wondering, what's the difference between lean and just-in-time? Lean inventory management is similar to the just-in-time inventory optimization method. The principal idea behind just-in-time is minimizing inventory levels to produce and deliver the right amount at the right time. However, lean inventory management carries a broader meaning. It encompasses not only inventory and production timing, but also reducing waste across processes, product design, and elsewhere. Lean is also about maximizing customer value, continuous improvement, and shaping company culture. Just-in-time can be seen as a core facet of lean manufacturing, which was also developed within the TPS. You can think of just-in-time as a tactical subset of the overall lean strategy. With that distinction clear, let's move into the core principles behind lean inventory management. Lean manufacturing encompasses several key ideas. It asks questions like what practices would help create smoother material flows throughout the production process? How can standardized methods help production teams achieve less downtime and fewer errors? And which company culture changes would usher in more autonomy among employees? Lean is guided by five core principles, which outline the general mindset, culture, and strategies for eliminating waste and delivering customer value. The first core principle is value. In Lean, value is defined solely from the end customer's perspective. What are customers willing to pay for? Any production or stocking decisions should prioritize processes and product configurations that contribute directly to customer satisfaction and find ways to shorten delivery times. For inventory purposes, this presupposes two things. First, rigorous demand planning to ensure inventory, production, and procurement meet expected customer demand. Second, a production or inventory system that can shorten lead times through intelligent scheduling and align inventory perfectly with procurement and sales. The next core principle of lean is flow. Keeping materials moving and avoiding stoppages is central to lean inventory management. Inventory and business data must move continuously through the supply chain and production line to avoid wasting time and losing value. Improving inventory flow shortens lead and cycle times, reduces work in process, and minimizes decoupling inventory. For example, rethinking warehouse management to support a more continuous flow can reduce picking and restocking times. The third principle is pull. Make-to-stock producers or large retailers mostly base their operations on push systems, churning out products or stocking goods aligned with projected sales. But lean manufacturing is more akin to pull-based operations like make-to-order, where inventory is replenished based on actual consumption. That means incoming orders rather than projected demand. Number 4, value stream or responsiveness. For inventory purposes, the value stream step is often replaced with responsiveness. Whereas value stream is concerned with identifying value-adding steps and eliminating non-value-adding steps throughout the product's life cycle, responsiveness focuses on maintaining inventory flexibility to align stock levels more precisely with demand. Responsiveness means adapting quickly to demand changes in supply chain conditions. In inventory management, this means having systems and strategies in place to adjust stock levels dynamically without relying only on fixed forecasts. For example, a manufacturer might use real-time sales data and automated reordering tools to replenish components only when demand signals indicate a need. And lastly, there's perfection. Perfection refers to Lean's ongoing pursuit of eliminating waste and refining processes through continuous improvement initiatives. For inventory, this means constantly evaluating stock levels, supplier reliability, and inventory accuracy. For example, implementing cycle counting and automated inventory tracking systems to expose discrepancies and improve stock accuracy over time. Now that we've gone over the 5 core principles of Lean, it's useful to look at how Lean defines waste more broadly. In Lean thinking, waste is defined far more widely than broken components or stoppages. The concept of waste elimination includes 7 situations that hinder efficiency and slow down processes. The first waste is overproduction, producing more than is needed, or in the case of distributors, stocking more than there's demand for. This ties up storage space and cash in unsold goods, resulting in excess inventory at risk of obsolescence. The second is waiting. Idling production processes lead to unplanned downtime and delays in moving inventory through the system, causing backups and longer fulfillment lead times. The third waste of Lean is transport. Unnecessary movement of materials increases the chance of damage or misplacement and stretches lead times, while adding no value and inflating handling costs. The fourth is overprocessing. Doing more work on a product than is required by the customer increases material usage, complicates handling, and introduces unnecessary variation. The fifth waste is inventory itself. Inventory represents tied-up capital and can hide deeper inefficiencies in production or planning. In an ideal setup, inventory should always be kept to a bare minimum. The sixth is motion. Inefficient movement by workers to locate or access inventory adds time to operations and often indicates poor storage layout or a lack of 5S practices. And lastly, the seventh waste is defects. Defective products require rework or replacement, leading to additional inventory holding, higher quality costs, and the potential for customer dissatisfaction. From here, a natural next step is looking at how Lean tackles organization on the shop floor and in the warehouse. This is where the 5S framework is key. The 5S is a workplace and warehouse organization methodology within Lean manufacturing. The name is an acronym for 5 key principles that inform how physical environments should be structured to support efficiency, workflow, and visual control. It's a simple and effective way to systematically address common inventory hurdles like misplaced stock, excess handling time, or inefficient storage. Here are the 5 S's. Number 1, sort. Clear out obsolete stock, redundant tools, or expired materials to reduce clutter and make it easier to manage current inventory. Number 2, set in order. Organize tools and materials logically. Clearly labeled bins and standardized storage locations reduce the time it takes to locate inventory and minimize picking errors. Number 3, shine. Keep working spaces clean to help identify issues early. Well-maintained workspaces make it easier to spot damaged inventory, leaks, or packaging defects that could impact stock integrity. Number 4, standardize. Create standard operating procedures for inventory handling, stock checks, and replenishment to ensure consistency and reduce variability. Number 5, sustain. Maintain discipline to uphold the improvements. Regular audits and staff engagement keep your inventory practices aligned with Lean goals and prevent you from snowballing into disorder. So how do you integrate these principles into your manufacturing or distribution operation? Implementing Lean inventory isn't about addressing a key shortcoming and calling it a day. It's a strategic shift that involves systematically examining how the entire operation is set up and finding iterative ways to improve it over time. Rather than aiming for a perfect setup from day one, businesses should focus on continuous refinement of processes, tools, and behaviors to support long-term efficiency and responsiveness. Here are 5 key areas to focus on. Number 1, demand forecasting. Forecasting is often considered a tool exclusive to make-to-stock operations, but it's just as vital for pull-based systems. Even if production is triggered by real rather than projected demand, businesses need visibility into likely order volumes, supplier lead times, and production capacity to ensure they can meet demand without overstocking. Complete insight into a company's market position and demand patterns is essential for making informed decisions. Staying lean by meeting your requirements as efficiently as possible can only be achieved with maximum insight. Accurate forecasting enables more intelligent production planning and procurement decisions, helping to keep inventory slim and efficiency high. Number 2, supplier relationship management. When procurement is aligned with lean goals, companies can reduce safety stocks more confidently as lead times and replenishment are more reliable. Close collaboration and open communication with suppliers ensure they understand your production rhythms and can consistently respond to changes in volume or product mix. But trust alone isn't enough. Lean requires structure and visibility. Evaluating supplier performance through scorecards, lead time tracking, and other quality metrics ensures consistency and minimizes risks. Joint improvement efforts reinforce a shared commitment to reliability, efficiency, and continuous improvement across the supply chain. The next key area to focus on is inventory control and data techniques. Inventory control is the strategic oversight of stock already on hand and incoming. It's concerned with tracking stock levels and inventory metrics and optimizing reordering practices to align production with sales perfectly. Effective inventory control relies on both clearly defined processes and the smart use of data techniques. Let's highlight some of the most impactful tools for boosting inventory control and visibility. ABC analysis is a stock organization method that segments stock into tiers based on value and usage frequency. Items that drive the most profit generally comprise a small percentage of the overall stock. These high-value and quickly moving goods need tighter oversight, while lower-tier items can be managed with more relaxed controls. Apply this technique when organizing storage and allocating resources. The next tools are reorder point and economic order quantity. Rather than guessing when and how much to restock, reorder point and economic order quantity help bring structure to reordering. Reorder point allows managers to create a simple yet effective way to guarantee timely replenishment, while economic order quantity further helps optimize order quantities for cost efficiency. Next, there's cycle counting and inventory audits. Cycle counts are a great way to ensure inventory accuracy without using excessive resources. They zoom in on key items without the disruption caused by a full count. Coupled with periodic inventory audits, these two help identify discrepancies, keep records clean, and support better planning. Finally, there's inventory tracking. This is the process of monitoring item locations, levels, and flows. This can be done using tools like barcode scanning, RFID tags, or inventory management software that updates stock levels in real time. In lean inventory management, accurate tracking is critical as it provides reliable stock data to enable the responsiveness required to run efficient pull systems. The next area to focus on when implementing lean is continuous improvement. Kaizen is one of the core ideas behind lean manufacturing and inventory, literally meaning change for the better. In production environments, it refers to an ongoing commitment to identifying small, incremental improvements that lead to long-term efficiency. While Kaizen is the best-known model, lean also embraces continuous improvement through practices like PDCA, Plan Do Check Act, and Gemba walks. Continuous improvement also carries a cultural dimension, encouraging repeatable habits that help systems evolve. Every employee, not just managers or engineers, can contribute to problem solving and process enhancement. The final thing to consider when implementing lean is manufacturing ERP or inventory software. A successful lean transformation requires more than the readiness of management and employees and a theoretical basis. It also depends on whether the systems in place can actually support a leaner operation. The mindset must be matched with operational tools that enable fast, data-driven decisions and real-time visibility. Manual tracking and spreadsheets are inevitably inadequate in a lean environment. Automation in the form of an ERP or inventory management system allows for planning production, automating purchasing, tracking costs, monitoring inventory movements, and analyzing performance in real time. So, we've talked about how to implement lean inventory management, but what are its benefits? A lean inventory management system comes with several tangible benefits that extend across financial performance, operational agility, and quality outcomes. Here are some of the most impactful advantages businesses typically see. To start with, lean has a direct impact on financial and operational performance. It lowers carrying costs. With less capital tied up in unused stock, asset utilization improves. It also improves cash flow. Reduced inventory leads to higher inventory turnover and frees up working capital that can be reinvested elsewhere in the business. And finally, forecasting accuracy improves. Lean aligns planning more closely with actual demand signals, which reduces guesswork and minimizes inventory mismatches. Next are the organizational benefits of lean. Lean creates greater flexibility. Teams can adapt more easily to changing customer needs and shifting production plans. Employee morale often improves as well. Clearer processes and fewer surprises help teams stay focused and reduce day-to-day stress. Lean also supports better workplace organization. Its practices naturally lead to cleaner, safer, and more structured work environments. Lean also has a noticeable impact on manufacturing flow and product quality. Fewer bottlenecks emerge because improved inventory flow means fewer work stoppages and smoother handoffs between processes. Operational efficiency increases too. Lean inventory management removes friction across production and fulfillment by eliminating unnecessary steps, aligning workflows, and supporting a more uninterrupted flow. Finally, product quality improves. Lean encourages earlier error detection, which leads to fewer defects, less rework, and fewer returns. The next benefit is customer satisfaction. Fulfillment becomes more timely. Shorter lead times and better planning make on-time delivery more achievable. Reliability also increases. Better inventory visibility means fewer stockouts and fewer last-minute surprises. And finally, missed deliveries become less common. Reliable fulfillment builds customer confidence and encourages repeat business. Lastly is the sustainability impact of lean. Lean reduces waste. Smarter stock levels and less overproduction mean fewer expired or discarded items. It also improves resource efficiency. Lean practices optimize the use of materials, energy, and storage space, helping reduce the company's overall environmental footprint. There are many benefits of lean, but it's also important to look at the risks. While lean inventory practices do help to streamline operations and minimize waste, going too lean can expose a business to new vulnerabilities. Understocking caused by supply chain delays or unexpected demand spikes can hurt a lean setup far more than a traditional one. The result can be lost sales, missed delivery deadlines, or operational disruptions, all of which affect customer satisfaction. Lean can also be surprisingly rigid for companies prioritizing customization and agility, as it's built around the concept of standardization and flow. Manufacturers dependent on highly customized products or those utilizing engineer-to-order workflows should exercise caution when adopting lean principles. Mitigating stockout risks imposed by lean requires a balanced strategy. Consider maintaining a minimal level of goods for critical or high variability items to act as a buffer stock against uncertainty. The importance of forecasting is also compounded here to adjust plans that anticipate arising issues. Technology also plays a key role. ERPs and inventory management systems provide real-time visibility and control for your inventory, enabling faster response times and better decision-making. For example, MRP Easy provides small manufacturers and distributors with essential tools for applying lean principles without the complexity or cost of large enterprise software. From effective inventory control to operation-wide traceability and advanced production scheduling tools, MRP Easy makes it easier to keep stock levels under control, avoid bottlenecks, and plan production based on what's actually happening in the factory and with incoming orders. That wraps up this episode of the MRP Easy podcast. Thanks for tuning in. For more information, visit mrpeasy.com. See you next time.